Hey there guys, welcome back to Pickleball Paddle Reviews, and on this first episode of Underrated Pickleball Gear, it's something that everybody should have, but probably don't. It's eye protection. Now for me, I got turned on to eye protection when I first started playing pickleball. About 4 to 5 months in, I wasn't wearing any eye protection, and I was playing with one of my friends, and I noticed between points, between games, he was over there just wiping his safety goggles. I think they were carbon glasses at the time, and he was wiping them constantly. It felt like it was a very daunting task, so I went over and asked him, hey, why do you wear those? That's when he told me he actually got hit by a pickleball in the eye, and it scratched his cornea, and he required eye surgery. So I knew at that moment I needed to get some eye protection, but just watching him like wipe his glasses every other point and in between games, it felt like that the juice was not going to be worth the squeeze. So I needed to find a solution that kind of fit with what I was doing. Luckily, if you're here out in Texas, or unluckily, you mostly play indoor, so it doesn't really require you getting some sunglasses. So at first I tried a few solutions, but I noticed that immediately you're just gonna get condensation just because you're sweating and it's hot. But that's when a friend of mine also turned me to kitchen blockers. So kitchen blockers started between two friends. After one of them got hit in the face during a tournament, they decided, unlike other people, to just get goggles to make their own eye protection with no fuss, no fog, and to actually look pretty good. They consulted with some of their friends that knew a little bit about military grade materials, and boom, kitchen blockers were born. Here's my kitchen blocker. It comes in a nice little carry case. So for my first impressions, I was surprised how lightweight the frames felt in hand. I actually didn't know that there would be a stretchy strap to hold it to your head, but it actually helps a lot and keeps it way more secure than other glasses. I really like how the eye frames are designed to use the bones and contour of your face as anchor points to protect your face. Setting them up was easy. They do recommend that you wear them for 20 minutes before you start playing, just so that your face gets adjusted. For me, it was pretty much grab and go. I didn't really have to do anything. I just adjusted this back strap and a little bit of this nose. Everything else is kind of flexible, and they give you extra pads if the fit isn't just right. So you do want to mess around with it just to make sure that the fit is perfect, so that the protection is optimal and it's the most comfortable for your face. I did notice that for these frames in particular, once you have them on, you do still see the white line. For mine, they're white. So the white lines of the frame when you're looking directly up or down. This only really happens about 5% of the time. I barely notice them, but it is something you will notice if you're just moving your eyes directly up or down. And so that could be an issue for some people that like not to move their whole neck and just use their eyes to move up and down. To me, the kitchen blockers aren't the coolest looking glasses. They're kind of like, a little nifty looking. I would say it kind of gives you a Batman goggle mask kind of look. What I would really like about them is that for indoor play, you don't have to worry about fog, you don't have to worry about light refraction, you don't have to worry about wiping them down every so often. And because there's no lenses, you don't have to worry about scratching it up when you're putting it away, or if it falls off on the off chance. Yeah, these are great for their durability and their ease of use. Now, obviously, if you're playing outdoor and in the sun, these are probably not your go-to choice because you're not getting any sun protection. If you do play outdoor at night with some lights, I think this is still a very good option. For me, it wasn't a big issue. I play here in Dallas, Texas. Pretty much 90% of the time I'm playing pickleball. So these frames work perfect. I do carry an extra set of, I think they're bike goggles for when I do play outdoors and I need that sun protection. I also tried playing with the Meta Ray-Ban, since it's pretty cool to be able to film first-person footage while you're playing pickleball, and they provide adequate protection, but obviously they fog up still, and they're a lot heavier than these. These feel like they just wrap around your face, and they're just so light and flexible, it kind of keeps it from being in the way while you're playing. Not only that, say you forget your case, which I often do, I'm more comfortable just throwing these in the bag without the case, because I don't have to worry about scratching out these lenses. Now, because these are actually designed to stop the ball, they do test it up to about 60 miles per an hour. It's still safe for your eye, which is quite good. I don't see many other companies actually showing that. And because these people are actually pickleball players, those are things that they've thought about. So yeah, these are underrated. And if you're not too worried about the sun, these are great. I did have one other issue with these glasses, and this might just be a me issue, but when I do have them on and I do go to wipe off sweat above my eye or something, sometimes I forget that these are just lensless and I poke my own eye like this. Now, that could just be a me issue, but I think this kind of lends itself to the possibility that you will accidentally poke your own eye when you're wiping off sweat from the top of your brow. So yeah, just be aware of that. I think I've poked my eye at least 4 or 5 times wearing these. And if you use my code PBWilly, you can get $10 off of your pair, so it ends up being $70, and you can actually combine that right now with the code SHIPMENT and get free shipping on your pair of kitchen blockers. There are, of course, simple solutions that will do something similar to this, like safety goggles or punching out the lenses of some sort of glasses and putting them on. But this is actually designed with pickleball in mind. They're lightweight, they're gonna stay on your face, they're gonna prevent as much as they can the sweat getting around your eye. So that's a wrap for the first episode of Underrated Gear. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to subscribe and like this video if you like this kind of content. Peace.